CBS News military analyst Mike Lyons says if they're convicted...
The difference between them being Marines versus a civilian is the penalties for their crimes will likely be worse. The UCMJ has much stricter penalties for something like this, and that is the level of responsibility that they have because they are in the military.
As many as 150 migrants are missing and believed dead after two boats headed from North Africa to Italy capsized. CBS's Sabina Castelfranco is in Rome.
Dozens of migrants that survived from two vessels bound to Italy that capsized in the Mediterranean have been taken to a detention center near Tripoli that was hit by an airstrike earlier this month. The Tajura Detention Center is located near the front lines of fighting between rival Libyan factions. The Libyan Coast Guard rescued more than 130 migrants yesterday.
Los Angeles police say a gunman who killed two family members and an acquaintance also killed a bus passenger in Van Nuys. This man saw it.
Very scary. Very, very, very frightening. The guy on the bus didn't deserve what he got.
Police say they've arrested the shooter, but so far there's no word on what set him off. A special delivery is on its way to the International Space Station. CBS's Bill Harwood is at the Kennedy Space Center.
The SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket was grounded Wednesday because of stormy weather over Cape Canaveral, but the second time was the charm. The rocket took off right on time, deployed the Dragon spacecraft, and it's on the way to the International Space Station, carrying about 5,000 pounds of supplies, equipment, and science gear. If all goes well, it'll get there Saturday morning.
A newly released survey says girls outnumber boys by 3-1 when it comes to being cyberbullied. The National Center for Education Statistics says about 1 in 5 students overall are bullied online. This is CBS News.
CBS News Radio is your home for breaking news. With our team of reporters around the country and the world, we give you the coverage you can trust.
Liberty Mutual Insurance presents. When generic insurance takes hold, one handsome man and one flightless bird are teaming up to save the world. Money. Their message? Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. Their mission? Savings. Their relationship? Best friends. Say hello to Liberty Mutual's new spokes team. And Doug.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Equal housing insurer. State laws apply.
Pros do it right by choosing trusted brands like Zinsser and Little Giant. Lowe's is here to help by stocking those brands at savings you can count on every day. For over 150 years, Zinsser has been the problem solver professionals trust to make the job easier. Pick up a gallon of Zinsser Bullseye 2 Primer Plus Sealer today for as low as $17.08. And we now offer the Little Giant King Combo Ladder, the world's first step, extension, and leaning ladder for only $159. For your next job, and every job after, do it right for less. Start with Lowe's. U.S. only.
The moral to this story is when your lawyer tells you to shut up, you'd better do it.
If you find yourself before Judge Marilyn Castle in Lafayette, Louisiana, you may want to keep your mouth shut. After Michael Duhan repeatedly interrupted proceedings in Castle's court, she finally had enough and ordered a bailiff to tape Duhan's mouth shut. After protests from his public defender, the tape was removed from Duhan's mouth and he was removed from the courtroom. He was then sentenced to 11 years in prison on a conviction of theft and money laundering, and it was recommended he be imprisoned in a facility with mental health treatment options. Jim Genevieve, CBS News.
In Kingman, Arizona, police say a Mojave County fire chief admits embezzling about $40,000 from his department since the beginning of the year. Investigators say he bought guns, 3D printers, 2 boats, and more with stolen cash. The now former chief has surrendered. He's in jail and charged with felony theft. Peter King, CBS News.
Here's a special message for those of you who owe the IRS at least $10,000 or more in back taxes. The IRS has special programs in place that could eliminate or reduce your tax debt by thousands of dollars. With a call to National Tax Helpline, you can stop the wage garnishments, levies, and tax liens now. Once you've qualified and enrolled, the IRS will stop all the collection activities against you. These unique programs have been allocated to help the economy and significantly reduce or eliminate your tax burden. The IRS is currently accepting accepting reduced settlements and other favorable programs, you may qualify for substantial savings. So get the help you need. If you owe the IRS $10,000 or more, call now for free information and to see if you qualify. Take down the number now for the Tax Helpline. 800-805-1055. That's 800-805-1055 for free information. 800-805-1055. That's 800-805-1055.
Experience no-hassle shopping at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green and Glasgow. Ford's Furniture. Furniture you know. People you trust.
Good Friday morning to you, everyone, right here on WCLU Radio for your Friday, July 26th. That's right. Good morning live, everyone, and good morning right here from yours truly, Aaron Russell, rather. Aaron in the afternoon. You may not know me as well, but I'm here in the morning with you, and we'll be getting things started very quickly right here with, of course, the latest edition of Live and Local News. We'll also check up on your weather forecast momentarily. But we're going to go ahead and kick things off here for this morning with a check-in on our Friday birthday list. That's right, seeing who's celebrating here on this finally Friday. First up, well, I guess we're all celebrating, but who's celebrating birthdays and anniversaries today? First up, we have Grant Gardner having a birthday today. Happy birthday to Grant. Ashley Russell is turning 35 today. Hannah Barber is up next. Happy birthday to Hannah. Reagan Bowles is celebrating today. Jackson Norris up next on our birthday list. Allison Piper is 26 today. We also have Teresa Myatt turning 66. That birthday request comes from her kids. And last but certainly not least at this moment, for our Friday is Dahlia Wood, and Dahlia is celebrating an 11th birthday today. Over on the anniversaries, we have Patty and Marshall Bailey, and Jerry and Loretta Underwood celebrating their first wedding anniversary today, so happy 1 year to Jerry and Loretta. Now, let's check up on our Friday birthday list. Of course, we'll be giving a full breakdown of all the weekend birthdays and seeing about our person of the day here around 6:30, so check back in with us, of course, in our birthday list brought to you by Ralphie's Fun Center in Glasgow. Also, if you have a birthday to submit, you can go ahead and call us this morning at 270-651-9149, toll free at 1-800-956-1023. Also head on to our website, WCLUradio.com, and click on the Submit Here tab and check out a birthday or anniversary for today. 6:08 at the moment. We'll check back in here in just a moment to see about your morning weather forecast before we check in the newsroom with the latest edition of Live and Local News.
Have you considered what your retirement looks like? Here are some things about retirement that may surprise you. 64% of retirees say they are confident about having enough money to live comfortably throughout their retirement years. Yet according to the Economic Policy Institute, nearly half of families have no retirement account savings at all. In 2017, more than 67% of retirees depended on Social Security as a major source of their income. The average monthly Social Security benefit at the beginning of 2018 was $1,404. Due to health care costs associated with living longer, 26% of workers now intend to keep working until age 70 and beyond, and 10% don't intend to retire at all. The 65 and older group is expected to become larger and have more influence in the future. Have you made arrangements for health care? Are you comfortable with your investment decisions? If you are unsure about your decisions, give the Fouch Wealth Advisory Group, Sam Dickinson or Brian Basinger a call at 270-651-2663. Investment counseling since 1854. Securities offered by JJB Hillier W. Alliance LLC. Member NYSE, SIPC, and FINRA. Investing in securities involves risks.
You know you can depend on WCLU for local news on the air, online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
That's right, everyone. 6:09 right now, 60 degrees in downtown Glasgow. This is Aaron Russell checking back in here on WCLU Good Morning Live and letting you know that we are checking up now with Ray Stajic on staff for the Weather Channel with our early morning weather forecast. Let's hear it.
We continue under high pressure. I've kind of been saying it for most of the week. Not too bad of a run of weather here for late July. What a weekend coming up, too. Another beautiful morning. The sky's clear. Another beautiful afternoon. Maybe a few clouds, 87. Tonight, 63. We do go up a few degrees. And the weekend, we go up in the daytime highs by a few degrees. Saturday, plenty of sunshine, upper 80s, maybe 90 in spots. Sunday, a few clouds around low 90s.
I'm meteorologist Ray Stijik, a Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
6:10 right now. Thank you, Ray, for checking up on that for us. Now checking up on your current conditions. Currently, our humidity is at 94% this morning. Calm winds here in south central Kentucky. Barometer reading 30.23. And also, let's see, no raindrops. Nothing in the rain bucket the past 24 hours here in our rain bucket here at the studios of WCLU Radio. 6:10 right now. Coming back here in just a moment with the latest edition of Live Local News. That's right, we'll be checking in live in the newsroom with our very own Brennan Crane just after this quick message right here on WCLU. Good Morning Live.
At U.S. Bank, just picture what you can do with a low home equity rate. Cook up a new kitchen, say I.D. to the perfect wedding. If you can picture it, you can do it with a U.S. Bank home equity line of credit. Apply today at your local U.S. Bank. Visit usbank.com. Go ahead, bring your dreams to life. You've got the strength of U.S. Bank behind you. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Riley Dental Group, a group of dedicated and highly trained dentists who are committed to you and your family's dental health. Dr. Matthew Riley, Dr. Amy Norris Cassidy, and Dr. Jim Thurman. 3 professionals who encourage and facilitate excellent dental care. With the latest in technology, Riley Dental Group offers sedation dentistry for many procedures. They are the well-established source for dental implants in this area, which has changed so many patients' lives. Of course, dental care begins with hygiene. The dental hygienists at Riley Dental Group keep your teeth clean and coach you as you take care of your teeth at home. Commit to taking better care of your dental health. Get the Riley Dental Group on your side today. Call 651-5939. That's 651-5939 and get started. Riley Dental Group, 101 State Avenue in Glasgow.
Good morning. For WCLU News, I'm Brennan Crane reporting. A man has died after crashing his motorcycle into a pickup truck in Burkesville. Kentucky State Police say 63-year-old Roger Spivey of Salina, Tennessee, was attempting to turn left from Kentucky 90 when 79-year-old Leslie Thrasher of Burkesville struck Spivey's truck on the driver's side. Spivey was driving a 1996 Dodge Ram. Thrasher was driving a 2005 Harley Davidson. Police say Spivey had one passenger in his vehicle, but both were uninjured. Police say Thrasher was taken to the Cumberland County Hospital, where he later died. According to a news release, Thrasher was wearing a helmet. A missing juvenile has been found safe. Police say 14-year-old Miracle Delaney left Spectrum Care Academy yesterday around 2:30 p.m. Spectrum Care Academy is in the North Jackson Highway area. Police reported Delaney was found yesterday around 6:20 p.m. According to this morning's 911 activity report, there was a vehicle fire yesterday. Authorities say the fire occurred around Pruitt's Knob Road. The Cave City Fire Department and Park City Fire Department responded. It's unclear what time the fire happened and if anyone was injured. And the Department of Public Works says landfill manager John Garrett has retired. Garrett retired in June. The DPW says the DPW would like to continue the same great service, end quote. They say you can reach the Glasgow Regional Landfill at 270-678-4302, or you may call Assistant Superintendent of Public Works Lincoln Bell at 270-834-6115. Bell can also be reached at his email, cogsteng@glasgow-ky.com. It's 6:14, 60 degrees. Straight ahead, more of the news you can depend on, right here on WCLU.
What if your doctors treated you like family, your nurses calmed your fears, you received personalized, compassionate care at every visit? At TJ Regional Health, we're committed to excellence in patient care for every person, every day. To us, total local care is more than a tagline. It's our promise to you. Come experience exceptional care at the TJ Regional Health network of hospitals and clinics, where people you know care for the people you love. Visit tjsampson.org to learn more.
Glasgow consists of over 8,000 homes and businesses, with a power and broadband grid consisting of 11,452 poles and 1,437 miles of electric and cable lines that are all powered by the Glasgow Electric Plant Board. The Glasgow EPB also has 5,700 cable modems across Glasgow, providing customers with high-speed internet access. The Glasgow EPB manages all of these great services with a staff of less than 50 people that are dedicated to connecting Glasgow to the future. Stay up to date with the Glasgow EPB today on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and on GlasgowEPB.net.
In more news this hour, Kentucky State Police say a domestic dispute left 2 people dead in what may be a murder-suicide. News outlets report 54-year-old Donna J. Holland and 51-year-old Larry W. Holland were both fatally shot Wednesday. Kentucky State Police Trooper Bernice Napier says authorities received a call about a domestic dispute. The incident appeared to be a murder-suicide. Larry Holland was dead at the scene, and Donna Holland was transported to the hospital where she died from her wounds. The couple's daughter, 18-year-old Daisy Holland, also was hospitalized with apparent minor injuries. An autopsy to determine official causes of death was scheduled Thursday. State police are also investigating similar deaths in Bremen. They say John Tracy Markwell appears to have shot his wife Darcy Markwell on Friday before turning the gun on himself. Kentucky officials say unemployment rates fell in 55 of the state's counties and rose in 51 others between June 2018 and June 2019. The Kentucky Center for Statistics says rates stayed the same in 14 counties. Officials say Woodford County had the state's lowest jobless rate at 3.4%. It was followed by Boone, Oldham, Shelby, and Spencer counties at 3.8% each. Fayette County was next at 3.9%. Bourbon, Campbell, Kenton, and Scott counties had 4% rates each. The state's highest unemployment rate was 12.4% in Magoffin County. Next were Lewis County at 9.3% and Carter County at 9.1%. Elliott and Harlan counties each had an 8.8% rate. Leslie County was at 8.2%. Knott and Lawrence counties were at 8.1% each. And Breathitt, Clay, and Martin counties each had 8% rates. The company behind Jim Beam Bourbon is pouring tens of millions of dollars into a new Kentucky distillery to boost production of craft whiskeys. Beam Suntory executives broke ground Thursday for the production facility at their flagship bourbon distilling operation in Claremont. It's part of a $60 million investment that includes upgrading the, quote, visitor's experience at Claremont as bourbon tourism grows. The company seeks to build on the momentum for its super premium craft brands, which have experienced double-digit yearly growth. The bulk of sales are in the U.S. The new craft distillery will be named for Beam Master Distiller Fred Noe, a great-grandson of Jim Beam. The distillery will become the production home for such small batch bourbons as Booker's, Baker's, and Little Book, a whiskey created by Noe's son, Freddie. Murray State University says it's offering 3 new academic programs this fall. The school says in a statement that the new programs are part of its commitment to providing modern courses that incorporate real-world experience so that graduating students are ready for the workforce. The new program includes culture and language studies, human services, and cybersecurity management. The university says students can earn bachelor's degrees in all 3 programs. Human services will be an online offering, and the cybersecurity program will be part of the school's new Center for Computer and Information Technology. And the Kentucky Baptist Convention Mission Board has chosen Todd Gray to lead the organization. Kentucky Today reports Gray was confirmed as Executive Director-Treasurer during a special meeting Thursday in Louisville. Kentucky Today is a publication of the Kentucky Baptist Convention. The 54-year-old Gray is a Kentucky native and grew up in Lyon County. He was pastor at churches in Cadiz and Oak Grove in Kentucky and in Memphis, Indiana. He serves the state organization as the West Regional Consultant to 500 churches, and for the last 3 years has been team leader of the evangelism, church planning, and campus ministry team. Gray said he's, quote, grateful for the opportunity to serve, end quote, although he didn't aspire to the post. Gray succeeds Paul Chitwood, who resigned in November to oversee the Southern Baptist Convention's International Mission Board. It's 6:19, 60 degrees in downtown Glasgow. For WCLU News, I'm Brennan Crane.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Kentucky State Police are releasing new details about the shooting that injured a McCreary County deputy earlier this month. Investigators say Mark Dungan shot Deputy Tyler Watkins twice while the deputy was responding to a call at a home. Dungan is charged with attempted murder of a police officer and several other charges. Commonwealth's attorney Ronnie Bowling says he plans to seek the toughest sentence for Dungan.
We're a zero-tolerance office for use of force on officers or gunshots or any type of lethal force. So all hands on deck from here on out. We are going to go at Mark Dungan. The fullest and fairest extent of the law will allow us to do so.
A judge found probable cause to send Dungan's case to a grand jury for a possible indictment. A Louisville police officer was grazed by a bullet this morning. Chief Steve Conrad says the officer was shot while chasing 2 suspects on foot.
The officer
was transported to University of Louisville Hospital by fellow officers. He is being treated for his injuries at this point.
The officer is expected to be okay. Police are still looking for the suspects. New details being released about the death of a pregnant Whitley County woman. Investigators say Daniel Nance was involved in his then-girlfriend Jerry Johnson's death in March. Johnson was 7 months pregnant when she was dropped off at a hospital after being shot. She delivered her baby, who died several days after Johnson was killed. A grand jury accuses Nance of killing Johnson to keep her from exposing his efforts to sell meth. New unemployment numbers are out this week. State officials say Woodford County had the state's lowest jobless rate last month at 3.4%. It was followed by Boone, Oldham, Shelby, and Spencer. The state's highest unemployment rate was 12.4% in Magoffin County. I'm Paul Miles.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Get ready to experience Keeneland like never before. Introducing Railbird, August 10th and 11th in Lexington, Kentucky. See the Raconteurs, Hosier, Tyler Childers, Brandy Carlisle, and over 30 acts on the grounds at Keeneland. Also featuring live off-track betting, curated bourbon, equine culture, and more. Tickets on sale now at railbirdfest.com. Railbird, August 10th and 11th, Lexington, Kentucky. Get in the action at railbirdfest.com.
Get your tickets today for the Kentucky State Fair, presented by Gincana, August 15th through the 25th. Jam out with us at the Texas Roadhouse Concert Series, free with admission to the fair. We have thrilling rides, mouth-watering food, daring performances, the World's Championship Horse Show, and so much more. Get discount admission and parking online. Visit kystatefair.org for details. Join us where Kentucky comes together.
South Central Kentucky Monuments in Glasgow wants you to know that if you've recently lost a loved one or if you're thinking about a pre-need monument, they're here to make the process as stress-free as possible. With plenty of examples and a multitude of custom options, South Central Kentucky Monuments has the ability to offer you exactly what you want or help steer you in the right direction based on your preferences. Let my friends David and Adam Jesse provide the service and craftsmanship you deserve. To learn more, visit southcentralkymonuments.com.
And local funeral announcements for this hour. Christy Marie Hendricks, 49 of Park City, died on Wednesday as a result of a motorcycle accident. She was the daughter of James Edward Smith of Center and Henrietta Gardner Smith of Glasgow. She was a very loving wife, mother, and grandmother, loved taking trips in the semi. She was a member of the Coral Hill Church. In addition to her parents, she is survived by her husband, Sam Hendricks, and her 5 children, Emily Smith of Texas, Christopher Jesse, and Bethany Lichtig, both of Edmonton, as well as Christopher and Katrina Hendricks, both of Indiana. 4 grandchildren, Xavier Lichtig, Tom Lichtig, as well as Logan Lichtig and Colton Hendricks. 2 brothers, Wesley Smith of Glasgow and Donnie Smith of Cave City, and 5 nieces and nephews also surviving. Celebration of life services for Christy Marie Hendricks will be held from 2 until 4 on Sunday at the Coral Hill Baptist Church. A.F. Crow and Son Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. James T. J.T. Riddle, 69 of Glasgow, died on Wednesday surrounded by family. J.T. was retired and a former employee of the United States Department of Agriculture, and he was a member of the Caveland Church. Survivors include 2 daughters, Sherry Lynn Sisk and Tanya Jo Watts, both of Bowling Green, and 4 sisters, Jody Ling. Visitation will be Saturday from 2 until 8 p.m. and Sunday morning until time of funeral services. Ora Smith, age 103 of Munfordville, passed away on Thursday morning at her daughter's home in Clarkson. She was a member of the Cane Run Baptist Church, and Mrs. Smith is survived by 3 sons, Winford Thomas Smith and wife Judy, Marion Smith and wife Linda, all of Munfordville, and Ricky Smith and wife Loretta of Center. 3 daughters, Maddie Hughes and husband J.C. of Bowling Green, Frida Reagan and husband Billy of Clarkson, and Nadine Vincent of Cub Run. 14 grand grandchildren, 22 great-grandchildren, and 27 great-great-grandchildren also survive. Funeral services for Ora Smith will be at 1 p.m. on Saturday at the Cane Run Baptist Church, with burial to follow in the Cane Run Cemetery. Visitation will be today from 4 until 9 p.m. at the Seago Funeral Home, and visitation will be on Saturday after 10 a.m. at the church until time of funeral services at 1 p.m. The family requests that memorial contributions be given to the Cane Run Cemetery. Leslie Red Thrasher, 79 of Burkesville, passed away on Wednesday at the Cumberland County Hospital. He is survived by his children, Cindy Mae Thrasher of Columbia and Beth Thrasher Pettigo of Glasgow. His sister, Sally Thrasher Talon of Burkesville, and 2 grandchildren also survive. Funeral services for Leslie Red Thrasher will be held at 10 a.m. on Saturday at the Norris New Funeral Home, with burial to follow in the Burkesville Cemetery. Visitation will be after 5 p.m. tonight. Myrtle Joyce Shacklet, 66 of Glasgow, died on Tuesday. Myrtle was the daughter of the late Daisy L. Allen and the late Robert C. Allen. Myrtle confessed Christ at an early age at the Pleasant Oak Ridge Baptist Church and is survived by 1 loving daughter, Angela Oates, and 1 son, Tony Clark, 2 grandsons, Terrian Johnson and Dontavius Oates, all of Glasgow, and 8 sisters, Geraldine Sweat, as well as Gloria Kirk, Edna Allen, Rena Alexander, Teresa Rumpf, Sherry Highsmith, Erica and Kenesha Allen, and 4 brothers, Clarence, Walter, Gary, and Jason Allen. Funeral services for Myrtle Joyce Shacklet will be at 1 p.m. on Saturday at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home, with burial to follow in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. Visitation will be on Saturday from 10 a.m. until time of services at the funeral home. Fannie Reed Miller Folks, age 89 of Cave City, passed away on Tuesday at the home of her daughter. She was a loving wife, mother, and granny, and she is also a member of the Cave City Baptist Church for over 40 years and is survived by 1 daughter, Patricia K. Briggs, and 1 son, Philip Terry Folks, 1 grandson, Kevin Dale Briggs, and great-grandchildren, Keenan Robert Briggs and Carmen Taylor Briggs. Funeral services for Fannie Reed Miller Folks will be held at 2 p.m. today at 2 p.m. at the Wynn Funeral Home, with burial to follow in the Cave City Cemetery. Funeral services for Charles Mitchell Jones, 79 of Bowling Green, will be at 12 noon today at the Johnson Vaughn Phillips Funeral Home, with interment to follow in the Evergreen Cemetery in Park City. Memorial contributions can be made to the Bowling Green Warren County Humane Society of Bowling Green. Funeral services for Curtis Flynn, 85 of Glasgow, will be at 4 p.m. today at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home, with burial to follow in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. Military honors will be provided by DAV Chapter 20 of Glasgow, and memorial contributions may be made in his memory to the Coral Hill Baptist Church Building Fund. Memorial services for Chad Michael Frohick, 45 of Nashville, Tennessee, will be at 11 a.m. on Saturday at the Christ the Healer Catholic Church in Edmonton. Butler Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Funeral services for Jeanette Chapman, 70 of Glasgow, will be at 2 p.m. today at the Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home, with burial to follow in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. Funeral services for Ferry White, 87 of Burkesville, will be at 11 a.m. today at the Ballou and Stotts Funeral Home, with burial to follow in the Marrowbone Cemetery. Funeral services for George Buddy Houchins Jr., 70 of Glasgow, will be at 2 p.m. on Saturday at the Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home, with burial to follow in the Heisville Cemetery. Visitation will be at after 12 noon today at the funeral home. Graveside services for Charles M. Charlie Hogan, 87 of Park City, will be at 11 a.m. on Tuesday, July the 30th at the Evergreen Cemetery. Interment will be in the Evergreen Cemetery with military honors. Visitation will be held from 4 until 8 p.m. today at the Patton Funeral Home's Park City Chapel, and a Masonic service will be held at 7 p.m. tonight. Memorial contributions may be made to the Park City United Methodist Church or to the Park City Veterans Memorial. Graveside services for Barbara Nell Newport Knight, 81 of Johnson City, Tennessee, will be held Saturday at 11:30 a.m. in the Basil Wilson Cemetery in Tompkinsville. It was Barbara's request that memorials be made to the Crumley House Brain Injury Rehabilitation Center in Limestone, Tennessee. Graveside services for Gary Lee Chief Oliver, 72 of Glasgow, will be at 11 a.m. today at the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery, with military honors being provided by DAV Chapter 20 of Glasgow. A celebration of life and gathering of family and friends will immediately follow the graveside services at the Willow Oaks Golf and Country Club. The arrangements are under the direction of the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. And funeral services for Ann Huff, 64 of Glasgow, will be at 1 p.m. today at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home, with burial to follow in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. Obituary information is available 24 hours a day, free online at WCLUradio.com. No login is ever necessary.
Did you know termites cause over $5 billion in property damage each year? Luckily, you can protect your home with Arrow Exterminators and the Centricon system with always active technology. Centricon creates a protective barrier around your home to stop termites before they ever have the chance to attack. It is truly investment protection for your home. The pros at Aero Exterminators also specialize in pest, mosquito, and fire ant control. And you can feel good knowing that all services are backed with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. All you have to do is schedule a free home evaluation, and a licensed Aero professional will come to your home and inspect, identify, and then treat in the most environmentally responsible method available today. Call 888-GO-AERO or visit aeroexterminators.com. That's 888-GO-AERO or aeroexterminators.com. It's not just pest control, it's Aero Exterminators Pest Control.
And we are back right here on WCLU. Good morning live, 6:30 right now, ladies and gents, and we are at 60 degrees here in downtown Glasgow. And once again, folks, good morning live right here on the airways, WCLU, 1490 AM, Light 102.3 and 103.1 FM. Also online on WCLU's YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Thank you for all those tuning in online. I'm sure we have a good Facebook audience, as always, popping off of those good morning comments. Always nice to see. And, of course, our gracious audience on EPB Channel 6. We'd like to thank you for tuning in wherever you may be coming to us from here on your Finally Friday morning. Now, we are just about ready to check up on your weather forecast here once again with Ray Staging on staff for the Weather Channel, and we'll also give a look at your current conditions, and coming right around the corner, we'll also be checking up on your birthday list. That's right, for this weekend. So if you have a birthday going on this weekend, birthday or anniversary, let us know. 270-651-9149, toll free at 1-800-956-1023. You can also go online to Facebook, not Facebook and Twitter, but you can go online to WCLU Radio and submit a birthday by clicking on the Submit Here tab. You can also message us on Facebook or Twitter if you have a birthday. 6:31 right now. Let's go ahead and check up on this weather forecast first, though.
We continue under high pressure. I've kind of been saying it for most of the week. Not too bad of a run of weather here for late July. What a weekend coming up, too. Another beautiful morning. Skies clear. Another beautiful afternoon. Maybe a few clouds, 87. Tonight, 63. We do go up a few degrees. And the weekend, we go up in the daytime highs by a few degrees. Saturday, plenty of sunshine, upper 80s, maybe 90 in spots. Sunday, a few clouds around low 90s. I'm meteorologist Ray Staging, a Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. And once again, looking at our current conditions here for your Friday morning. Humidity is at 94% this morning. Barometer at 30.23. We also have calm winds all across South Central Kentucky and no precipitation in the past 24 hours. Not a drop in our rain bucket here at the studios of WCLU Radio. Now, we are once again taking a quick break. When we return, your Ralphie's Fun Center birthday list will be on the airwaves, checking up on, once again, all the birthdays and anniversaries all throughout this weekend. We'll also be looking at our Little Taste of Texas Good as Gold honoree for this Finally Friday. And so if you have a birthday or anniversary, though, to get on the list, we want to hear them this morning. 270-651-9149, toll free at 1-800-956-1023, WCLUradio.com. Just a click over at the Submit Here tab over at WCLUradio.com.
Let me ask you something. What do you see when you look at your home and your car? Do you see a bundle, a combo deal? That's how other insurance companies see them. But a State Farm agent sees so much more, because a State Farm agent sees your home and your car as more than just four walls and four wheels. They see the things you've worked really hard for. So why not give them the protection they deserve? Call State Farm agent Mike Bryant in Glasgow at 270-651-3608.
Bluegrass Cellular is celebrating everything Samsung with our Samsung Buy One, Get One event. For 5 days only, buy any Samsung smartphone, like the Galaxy S10 Plus, and get your choice of any second Samsung smartphone free when you add a line. No trade-in is required, but you better hurry. This event ends Monday, July 29th. Restrictions apply. Buy now at bluegrasscellular.com or at your closest store. Bluegrass Cellular, your community, expanded.
When was the last time you got your Ralphie on? What's getting your Ralphie on, you ask? When you're winning prizes and lighting up the score in the arcade, you're getting your Ralphie on. When you're dancing under the lights on roller skates, you've turned on your inner Ralphies. When you bring your coworkers to bowl in the business league, your office staff has clocked in on Ralphie's time. If you suffer from symptoms such as lack of fun, feeling bored, if you get frequent urges to act like it's your birthday, or if you're just not smiling enough, you need to go to Ralphie's. That's Ralphie's Fun Center in Glasgow. A great place for any party, event, field trip, or church group. Get your Ralphie on.
Taking a look at your birthday list here for your Finally Friday, starting things off right here on WCLU Good Morning Live. First up, let's see it. It is Grant Gardner celebrating a birthday today. Also up next, we have Ashley Russell celebrating 35 on this Friday. We have Hannah Barber celebrating today as well. Happy birthday to Hannah. Reagan Bowles is up next, followed by Jackson Norris. Allison Piper's turning 26 today, followed by Teresa Myatt. Teresa is turning 66 today, and that birthday request coming from her children. And Dahlia Wood is last but certainly not least here on our Friday, and she's turning 11 today. Over on the anniversaries, we have Patty and Marshall Bailey and Jerry and Loretta Underwood. Jerry and Loretta, they're celebrating their first wedding anniversary today, so happy anniversary to them. On Saturday, we have Susan L. Gentry celebrating, followed by Bonnie England, Angela Sherfy. Gail Steenbergen is turning 70 today, or 70 tomorrow, sorry, on our Saturday. So I think we know what that means. Let's get that 70 gong going. Happy 70th to Gail. Linda Bray is up next celebrating on this Saturday, and Sharon Williams to follow. Kinsey Neal is turning 8. We also have Levi Quessenberry turning 7 today. We also have another little one. Rayleigh Amer is celebrating third birthday. We have Rex Thomason celebrating 71 on Saturday, and Daxton Mitchell is having a first birthday on Saturday. On the anniversaries, we have Dexter and Donella Bowles, and also Alex and Ashley Childers celebrating their second wedding anniversary on Saturday. Taking a look over now on Sunday, we got a full list for every day, and we have up first Misty Bragg celebrating a 40th birthday. So I think let's go ahead, while we're resetting the song, let's go and get some gongarees out here on this Friday, because we have a couple right here back to back. Not that one. Now let's go ahead and get this one. All right, first up we have Misty Bragg turning 40 on Sunday, so I think we know what that means. Happy 40 gong to Misty. And Scott Browning with the 50 gong. Let's hear it for Scott. Sandy Corbin's also celebrating on Sunday, followed by Paisley England. Paisley is at 18 on Sunday. We have Peggy A. Goforth, Terry Houchin celebrating, as well as Carolyn Jones. Larry Marion is 65, and Emma Sampson is celebrating on our Sunday as well. Jeremy Taylor and Grant Underwood, another gongee, 70 gong for Ann. And last but certainly not least on our birthday list for Sunday is Sue H. Young. Anniversaries, we have Lonnie and Ann Taylor and JT and Ashley Martin. Congratulations, best wishes to all those celebrating from your good friends here at WCLU Radio, here for all of our birthdays on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, as well as our anniversary list as well. If you have one that we haven't announced just yet, give us a call, 270-651-9149, toll free at 1-800-956-1023. We will be giving away a birthday cake from Dairy Queen, as well as a Greer's Rosebud vase later this morning. So be listening to see if one of these birthday honorees could be you. That is our winner. Now, we just talked about one of our birthday honorees for Sunday, and that is Scott Browning. Scott's turning 50 on Sunday. Scott is also our Friday Good as Gold honoree. That's right. Scott is as good as gold. And so congratulations to him. He is his day on the radio. And if you see Scott around today, pat him on the back and tell him he is as good as gold from his friends here at WCLU, as well as a little taste of Texas. So congratulations to Scott. He's our fifth name we've thrown up here on the Cowboy Hat. We got the names and the slips in there. We are ready to see who's going to be our winner later this morning of a Taste of Texas dinner. That's right, for being good as gold here on this past week. And so congratulations to Scott for being good as gold on this Friday. Now we're at 60 degrees, 638 at the moment. When we return, we'll be getting geared up for the archives and be joined by Sam Terry momentarily for the archives, brought to you by Joseph A. Wade.
You find yourself thinking about the future? Perhaps you are considering downsizing or purchasing your first home. Or maybe your family is growing and you need a bigger home. I'm Gay Parker, mortgage originator with Citizens First Bank. With my 40 years of experience helping homeowners in South Central Kentucky, I can find the best mortgage product for you, regardless of your stage of life. Stop in our Glasgow branch or apply online at citizensfirstbank.com. Citizens First, the best choice for the best mortgage loans.
MLS number 419873. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All in subject to credit approval.
Wendy's 4 for $4 is the deal you can count on every day. No catch, no strings attached, just 4 items for $4. Hence the name, 4 for $4. Choose one of 8 great options like the double stack, spicy chicken wrap, or junior bacon cheeseburger. And you get 4 nuggets, fries, and a drink. A full meal for just $4? Only at Wendy's, baby. That's added value multiplied by tons of goodness. Because the 4 for $4 is what you need when you need it. So turn that car around and hit your nearest Wendy's today.
At participating Wendy's for a limited time. Meal includes 4-piece chicken nuggets, small fries, and small drink. Offer not valid in Alaska and Hawaii.
Spend your weekday afternoons learning the common sense way to handle your money. The Dave Ramsey Show on WCLU from 1 to 4 helps you deal with money management, debt freedom, and financial peace. Brought to you locally by Lock Shield Partners, creating a map for your future.
Right back here on WCLU Good Morning Live right here on your finally Friday morning. 60 degrees in downtown Glasgow as we roll over to 640 this morning. We'll be kicking off the archives here momentarily when we're joined by Mr. Sam Terry once again with the archives and seeing once again taking a stroll through history over 100 years. Now, before we do anything, we'd like to add a special name to our birthday list. We have Savannah Dick celebrating a 21st birthday here on this finally Friday. Happy birthday to Savannah. And now we're at 640 and getting, once again, queued up for the archives, brought to you by Joseph A. Wade.
15,000 inventory items, custom brake hoses while you wait, cylinder repair. Is there anything Joseph A. Wade can't do? Well, one thing's for sure, Joseph A. Wade Incorporated serves a large community of people who believe there's no job they can't do, and that's the same attitude Joseph A. Wade has in their line of work. So for the smallest screws, Allen wrenches, or drill bits, or even a 5-stage hydraulic cylinder measuring 25 feet in length, Joseph A. Wade's motto, no problem. Joseph A. Wade Incorporated, 311 Industrial Drive, Glasgow.
Rolling over to 641 right now, and here on our Friday morning, I am joined here with Mr. Sam Terry. Good morning, Sam.
Good morning. How are you all today?
We're doing great, Sam, and well, thank you for joining us for the archives this morning. Let's go ahead and get right into it, so I figure we need to play some theme music. Taking a stroll through history on the archives this morning, brought to you by Joseph A. Wade. Once again, Sam Terry joins me, and let's dive in, Sam. We're taking things back to July of 1919, and first up for this Friday, we have the Kentucky Utilities has put Elizabethtown in the Glasgow district and appointed Mr. Albert Boyd of this place manager of this district, composed of Elizabethtown, Horse Cave, Cave City, and Glasgow. Mr. Boyd is a man of wide experience, and he will divide his time among the 4 towns. He is provided with an automobile so he can keep in constant touch with the plants in his district. What a sweet deal, provided with an automobile back in 1919.
That was quite an achievement for 1919 to be provided an automobile, because most folks didn't have such a thing, and of course Glasgow was served by Kentucky Utilities until the early 1960s.
Mm-hmm.
Had a large presence here, and there were a couple of referendums in the early 60s, and the citizens decided they wanted to create the Glasgow Electric Plant Board.
Yes. So, yes, very exciting history.
Important part of our history.
Oh, yes, it is. Very exciting part of our history, and very interesting to see, all those different communities, especially reaching all the way to Elizabethtown being, grouped together by Kentucky Utilities with Horse Cave, Cave City, and Glasgow. Now we're taking a look up to 1929 and looking at this story, Sam. A party of 38 students left the WKTC, which, if I'm not mistaken, Western Kentucky Teachers College, correct?
Correct.
All right, at Bowling Green. Left a few days ago for a trip of 48 days through the Great West for the purpose of studying geology, botany, and kindred subjects throughout the Rocky Mountains and other sections of the West.
That would be a great trip.
Yeah, it would be.
Even today.
Yes, it would be. It's a very interesting trip, especially for 1929. Very interesting to explore, once again, the Great West. Very, very exciting title given to it. And moving forward now, Sam, to 1939, we have Mr. Cyrus Edwards dies. Cyrus Edwards, 93, a veteran of the Civil War and for many years one of the leading citizens of Hart County, died at his home at Horse Cave last Thursday, July the 20th, following a paralytic stroke, which he suffered 3 years ago. While a member of the Union Army, he was engaged in practically all of the major engagements in the South. He is survived by a son, Cyrus M. Edwards. And let's see, is there any more information for this page? I don't see anything.
There are a few additional survivors, but I thought we had a graphic.
We do, actually. We have a picture here for Mr. Cyrus Edwards. See if we can get that on the screen real quick by Mr. Brennan Crane. And we'll wait on that for just a moment for Cyrus Edwards. But yes, we do have a picture of Cyrus. And that seems to be the opening to a book. Is there a book about Mr. Edwards?
There's a book that Mr. Edwards essentially wrote, Cyrus Edwards' Stories of Early Days, and it's one of the essential pieces of local history that covers much of northern Barron County, southern Hart County, and a big chunk of Metcalfe County.
Okay.
And his daughter helped to edit those and publish them right after he died, and the local historical society reprints that book, and they are available for sale down at the Cultural Center today for very nominal price. But they're fascinating because he talks about some of the earliest settlers in this area, the murder at Frenchman's Knob, Blue Spring Creek, and all of the activities that went on in that area. He writes about the first Christmas tree in Barron County.
Oh, really?
And, all kinds of interesting facts and tidbits.
Yeah.
But, he was a very, very well-read individual and had a huge impact, and he shouldn't be forgotten. Go get his book and read it. You'll love it.
Most definitely. Sounds like a very intriguing man, to say the least. Now, moving forward, 1949, and we have here for this Friday showing at the Star Theater on Friday and Saturday is Black Bart with Yvonne DeCarlo, Dan Doria, and Jeffrey Lynn, plus the cartoon Shell-Shocked Egg on Sunday and Monday. Helza Poppin stars Martha Ray, Olson and Johnson, and Hugh Hubert. Also showing at that time is a musical entitled Swing Styles. So some interesting things at the very historic Star Theater for this Friday. Moving forward, 1959, we have members of the Glasgow Garden Club will have their annual summer outing on Wednesday in the lovely garden of Mr. and Mrs. Eugene Abel in Trigg Court to be the scene of this year's family picnic. All members are urged to bring their families with a basket of food to feed the number in their family. Interesting things going on at the Garden Club back in 1959, Sam.
Always very popular club. It does a lot for the community, and of course, Mr. Abel was the person who operated Lerman's department store down on the corner of the Square, South Green, and Main Street.
All right.
The building that's just recently been renovated, and their home in Trigg Court is now the home of Jeff Job, which is a Stratton Hammond house, a famous Louisville architect who designed that home for the Abels.
Wow, yes, a beautiful home indeed. Moving forward to 1969, out of the world values, baking hens. We have baking hens 39 cents a pound. We have semi-boneless ham for 69 cents a pound. Pillsbury cake mixes, 3 for 85 cents. Welchade grape drink, 3 46-ounce cans for $1. And once again, this is July 1969 at the out of the world values. So a great deal indeed. And yes, go ahead, Sam. All right, moving forward to 1979. Well, we don't have anything for 1979, so moving up to 1989, we have Sonia Blanton of Park City was crowned Miss Farmers RECC, and very noble honor back in 1989, only 30 years ago. And we also have the Lessonberry Building Center has changed its name to the Lessonberry Do-It Center, which stands today. And once again, another great sponsor here on Good Morning Live is the Lessonberry Do-It Center. So a name, I think it stuck back in 1989, Sam.
I think so.
All right. And now moving up to 1999, we have an open house planned to celebrate the 80th birthday of Imo Lynn on July the 3rd. So we have from July the 3rd. And so an open house planned to celebrate, once again, 80th birthday for a very famous citizen, Imo Lynn.
Imo Lynn can't be mentioned without also mentioning Ben Franklin.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're old enough to have grown up in Glasgow when we had McElroy's or Dockery's or Ben Franklin all the same, in the space that's now Rogers and Driver law firm, you missed something. Imo was a fixture there and presided over that wonderful candy counter and operated the cash register and was a beloved figure in our town.
Most definitely. And while I wasn't able to experience Miss Lynn or experience many of those stores with my age, I have heard many stories about Miss Lynn, as well as those very neat stores that were on the square in Glasgow many years ago. And now moving forward to just 10 years ago today, John Norman is the featured artist at the Glasgow-Barron County Chamber of Commerce. And so quite an honor for Mr. Norman, only 10 years ago. And, well, I think that does it, Sam, for the archives for today. Thank you for joining me here on this Friday. You have a great weekend.
You too.
All
It's
right.
always a pleasure.
Thank you. Thanks very much, Sam. All right, Sam Terry, once again, a wonderful local historian, helping us lead us through the archives and providing some great information as we take this stroll through history from the past 100 years. 6:50 right now, 60 degrees in downtown Glasgow. We will come back here in just a moment. Once again, we'll check up on any birthday updates you might have. Remember to call us up if you do have any that we don't have just yet at 270-651-9149, toll free at 1-800-956-1023.
Uh-oh, it's official.
Who will be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance. Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Extreme Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
What if your doctors treated you like family, your nurses calmed your fears, you received personalized, compassionate care at every visit? At TJ Regional Health, we're committed to excellence in patient care for every person, every day. To us, total local care is more than a tagline. It's our promise to you. Come experience exceptional care at the TJ Regional Health network of hospitals and clinics, where people you know care for the people you love. Visit tjsampson.org to learn more.
The only place you need to go for all of your automotive needs is Gilead.com. Log on to browse our entire inventory of nearly 400 new and pre-owned vehicles. Take a video test drive. See the Carfax Vehicle History Report. Calculate payments. Apply for financing. Get an instant cash offer for your vehicle from Kelley Blue Book. And check out our sales, parts, and service specials. All this with just a click of a mouse.
This year, Bowling Green comes to the ballpark.
And we are back right here on WCLU Good Morning Live, 6:53 at the moment. This is Aaron Russell checking back in with you, ladies and gents. And, we are taking a look here real quick at our community and church events calendar for this Friday. We have several events going on all across South Central Kentucky. Always remember that you can check out our daily updated community and church events calendar by logging online to WCLUradio.com and clicking on the community and events tag, church events tab, that is. We have several revival services from area churches. We also have a very special reunion for the BCHS class of 1984. This will be on Saturday, July 27th at 12 noon at the Barren River State Park Pavilion. Any questions, you can call 270-646-3131. We also have the Avenue Church at 315 Columbia Avenue. Be hosting VBS on this Saturday from 9 a.m. until 12 noon. Also at the Avenue Church will be having their back to school program that will be going on. Let me find that here, and I will update you that with that here in just a moment. But they will be having that going on here in just a few days for area people that need some items when going back to school. We also have Highland Elementary having their back to school bash on Tuesday, July 30th from 5 until 7 p.m. at the school. There will be free food and fun activities, and you can meet your teachers. You may fill out the enrollment and transportation forms on the school website at glasgow.kyschools.us, or you can come by the school to fill those out in person as well. And now let's go ahead, 6:55. We'll head to break and come back with your weather forecast and check things out before we roll over to 7 o'clock in the weather department with, of course, Ray Stagecock on staff for the Weather Channel right here on WCLU. Good Morning Live.
Now is the best time to become a member of the South Central Bank Green Tree Travel Club because plans are underway for the next big trips, and we want you to be on board. Recently, we've taken Green Tree travelers to downtown Nashville, my old Kentucky home and dinner train in Bardstown, Bourbon County, Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, and most recently, Branson, Missouri. Why don't you plan to join today so you'll be notified of the next Green Tree Travel Club adventure? Call 270-651-7466 for information on how you can sign up. This bank is going places. South Central Bank, member FDIC. Every year, Glasgow Building Supply provides quality driveway sealer to Southern Kentucky homeowners at the best price, and the pallets of premier Blackjack brand sealer have arrived at Glasgow Building Supply. Get a jump on sealing now. Each bucket is coal tar free and covers up to 350 square feet. Easy to use for resealing driveways and parking lots. Blackjack Driveway Sealer. Talk to the pros today at Glasgow Building Supply, 31E Bypass. They've got what you need in stock now.
We continue under high pressure. I've kind of been saying it for most of the week. Not too bad of a run of weather here for late July. What a weekend coming up, too. Another beautiful morning. Skies clear. Another beautiful afternoon. Maybe a few clouds, 87. Tonight, 63. We do go up a few degrees. And the weekend, we go up in the daytime highs by a few degrees. Saturday, plenty of sunshine, upper 80s, maybe 90 in spots. Sunday, a few clouds around low 90s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stagecock, a Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. And taking a look at our current conditions right here on WCLU. Here we have a barometer reading 30.23 this morning. Winds are calm in South Central Kentucky. Humidity at 94%. And not a drop of rain in our precipitation bucket out here at the studios of WCLU Radio. And, looking pretty good out there. Looking good as we peer out at the WCLU roof cam real quick. We have beautiful sunny skies here in downtown Glasgow, and we'll hope to continue those for most of our Friday. I think we'll see it all throughout our Friday and all throughout the weekend as well. And, folks, we are getting queued up here in just a moment to be playing a little trivia this morning. That's right, our morning trivia questions coming up here in just a few moments. See if you can win yourself, once again, a hot and ready classic large pizza from Little Caesars if you can get our question right. Once again, here in just a few minutes, just as we break over to the 7 o'clock hour, we will be playing that and get dialed up and ready for it at 270-651-9149 or toll free at 1-800-956-1023 and see what we can win this morning. That's right. Morning trivia up next here on WCLU.
Ours is a world that's in desperate need of a better understanding of Matthew chapter 7. So many people love to quote Matthew 7 verse 1, "Judge not, lest ye be judged." And most of the time they use this when their own sinful behavior has been pointed out. Should someone say, this action is sinful, that action is sinful, you must stop or you have to deal with God, they'll say, "Judge not, lest ye be judged." they need to drop down in Matthew 7 and read verse 21. Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but the one who does the will of my Father who's in heaven. Or verse 22, on that day many will say, didn't we prophesy in your name? Verse 23, I'll say, I never knew you. Depart. This has been Bart Warren for South Green Street Church of Christ.
I am loaded.
Are you crazy, chicken?
No, I'm loaded with sauteed mushrooms, bacon, green onions, and a blend of cheeses. And have you met my girlfriend, Hawaiian Chicken?
Aloha.
And this is my old buddy, the deluxe grilled chicken sandwich. He's big and bad on the outside, but tender on the inside with Swiss cheese and bacon strips.
Take your pick at Colton Steakhouse and Grill, serving Glasgow, Campbellsville, Radcliffe, and Bardstown. We know what's at stake. And chicken, too.
The South Central Kentucky Cultural Center has begun a capital campaign with a goal to raise $50,000 to complete the construction on the third floor, rework a section in the military area to better display more military artifacts, and update antiquated computer technology. You may donate in person at the Cultural Center, or you may donate by mailing your donation to P.O. Box 1714, Glasgow, Kentucky 42142-1714. You can go to the Cultural Center website as well and donate via PayPal, or you may purchase a memorial brick for $100 that will be engraved in memory or in honor of a loved one and will be placed in the entranceway at the museum. Any amount donated is appreciated, and no donation is too small. Right back here on WCLU Good Morning Live, rolling over to 7 o'clock right now, ladies and gents. And folks, we're at 60 degrees here in downtown Glasgow. And this is Aaron Russell checking in with you, letting you know that, well, folks, we're about ready to play our morning trivia question. And that's right, we'll be playing for a large, hot and ready classic pizza from Little Caesars this morning. So see if you can win on our trivia question. We'll ask it here momentarily, right after we check in with Little Caesars and see what kind of great deals they've got going on for us.
Listen to the delicious crunch of Little Caesars' new Extra Most Bestest Hot and Ready Thin Crust Pepperoni Pizza for just $6. Hot and ready every day between 4 and 8 p.m. Just walk in and pick up a large, crispy Thin Crust Pizza with the most cheese and pepperoni at the nation's best price of only $6. Little Caesars Thin Crust Pepperoni Pizza. One bite and you'll be back for more.
Pizza. Top 4 national pizza chains. Extra Most Bestest Thin Crust Pepperoni Pizza versus large round one-topping Thin Crust Pepperoni Pizza. Everyday standard menu prices at participating locations plus tax.
7:01 right now here on WCLU Good Morning Live, and well, let's go ahead and make it official with some touchdowns. All right, ladies and gents, we are ready to play our morning trivia question right here on WCLU. Let's go ahead and get that question up there, Brennan, and we will see what we can win here on our Finally Friday. What state is known as the Garden State? That's our trivia question this morning. Call us up, 270-651-9149, toll free at 1-800-956-1023, heading to the phone lines. Let's see, up first, morning trivia.
New Jersey.
You got it. Who am I talking to?
Tommy Jackson.
Tommy, how's it going?
Great. How you?
I'm doing well. Doing well. Tommy, congratulations. You have got yourself, once again, a large, hot and ready classic pizza from Little Caesars, and you can come on by and see us here at 229 West Main Street here in Glasgow within 30 days to pick up your prize. Congratulations.
Okay. Have a good day, Aaron.
You too. You too. See you, Tommy. Tommy Jackson, quick on the dial and let us know exactly who it was. Yes, it's New Jersey. And we figured a picture of Chris Christie eating a donut would fit New Jersey well enough, so that's what's on the screen. But New Jersey is the correct answer. It is known as the Garden State. Tommy Jackson was quick on the dial to let us know that, and he's got himself, once again, a large, hot and ready classic pizza from Little Caesars here on our Friday morning. 7:02 right now, 60 degrees in downtown Glasgow, and we are going to go ahead and check up and start things off for 7 o'clock. Of course, we'll check up on CBS News, and then we'll check in the newsroom with the latest edition of Live Local News with our very own news director, Mr. Brennan Crane, momentarily. Up next, right here on WCLU Good Morning Live. Enjoy Wendy's 4 for $4 meals, now with 8 sandwich choices, plus nuggets, fries, and a drink. 4 items for only $4 at Wendy's.
CBS News update. The Senate Intelligence Committee says Russia tried to interfere in the 2016 elections in all 50 states. The House has approved funding to help states beef up security for next year. But Majority Leader Mitch McConnell has killed the Senate version. Correspondent Nancy Cordes.
He said that it was one-sided, it was partisan. He said that this is a bill that really should be a bipartisan effort if it's going to happen at all. He also argued that the Trump administration has already done a lot to help boost election security.
The University of Virginia's Larry Sabato.
They say it's because the money couldn't even be spent usefully in time for the 2020 election. There's some truth to that, at least in some states. They also noted that some money that was made available for the 2018 elections wasn't fully spent. That's true as well, but it isn't true for all states.
CBS News Update. I'm Peter King.
The Royce Radio Family. WCLU, 1490 Glasgow. WCLU FM, 102.3 Munfordville, Glasgow. And W276DO, 103.1 Glasgow.
Insurance is full of complicated legal documents and statistics, but really two things matter the most, and that's the company backing the policy and the people in front of it. At ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance Agency, they have more than smiling faces. The experience and knowledge can't be duplicated, and the company name, ISU Pettigo Lessenberry, has been the name so many homeowners, business owners, farmers, even government bodies, and public schools have trusted since 1902. Call your dedicated Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance agent today.
Growing with a proud community since 1902, I'm Daniel Bird, and I'd love the opportunity to work with you.
270-651-8837.
Come on down to Bailey Gibson. The 2018s have to go.
All 2018 models are marked down. Buicks, GMCs, cars, trucks, SUVs, they've all got to go. Prices have been cut.
Cut below invoice?
Yes, get a new 2018 below invoice pricing, in addition to all available incentives. Need financing? We can help with that also. Come on down to 306 Happy Valley Road in Glasgow. Check out the big savings on all remaining 2018 Buicks and GMCs on the lot. These are the lowest prices of the year. Find the vehicle you like and let us help with the rest.
Remember, Buicks, GMCs, savings, Bailey Gibson.
Gibson, they're my deal-making, handshaking, wheel-turning, hard-working dealer.
Good morning. For WCLU News, I'm Brennan Crane reporting. In a special called City Council meeting Thursday, the Cave City City Council voted to appoint Captain Darrell Butler as the newest police chief. Butler's appointment comes months after former Chief Terrell Riley was fired. Butler is a 35-year veteran in the police force. According to Cave City Mayor Dwayne Hatcher, Butler worked in Burkesville for 5 years and then in Bowling Green for 18 years. He retired from the Bowling Green Police Department in 2005. He then moved on to the Warren County Sheriff's Office, where he worked for 4 years. He has been with the Cave City Police Department for 8 years and has served as captain. Butler says he's confident his experience enables him to lead the department.
I think through my experience as a police officer, many years I have, and knowledge that I can a really good police chief here at Cave City.
Butler says he's looking forward to developing a community-oriented department. He also has other goals as chief.
Make Cave City a safe place and a very safe place to live and drug-free community.
Councilman John Grissom voted yes to appoint Butler as chief, but he told the council that he wanted, or what he wanted in a chief.
I want a long-term chief of police for the city of Cave City. I want that to happen, number one. And number two, my only concern that I have is that the police department grows. There's trust, everybody gets along, they're taught, they're given what they're needed on a daily basis. That's my only concern that I have. I just want to make sure we have a long-term chief that we're going to pursue.
Mayor Hatcher says the decision was thought about a lot. The decision comes months after Hatcher determined former Chief Riley was insubordinate.
Well, we have thought about it long and hard, and we, took the decision very seriously. And I just feel like for our department, our Cave City Police Department right now, Captain Butler is the obvious choice. He's well respected by the department. His police experience and his expertise are excellent, so he's just the right choice for us.
A man has died after crashing his motorcycle into a pickup truck in Burkesville. Kentucky State Police say 63-year-old Roger Spivey of Salina, Tennessee, was attempting to turn left from Kentucky 90 when 79-year-old Leslie Thrasher of Burkesville struck Spivey's truck on the driver's side. Spivey was driving a 1996 Dodge Ram. Thrasher was driving a 2005 Harley Davidson. Police say Spivey had one passenger in his vehicle, but both were uninjured. Police say Thrasher was taken to the Cumberland County Hospital, where he later died. According to a news release, Thrasher was wearing a helmet. A missing juvenile has been found safe. Police say 14-year-old Miracle Delaney left Spectrum Care Academy yesterday around 2:30 p.m. Spectrum Care Academy is in the North Jackson Highway area. Police reported Delaney was found yesterday around 6:20 p.m. According to this morning's 911 activity report, there was a vehicle fire yesterday. Authorities say the fire occurred around Pruitt's Knob Road. The Cave City Fire Department and Park City Fire Department responded. It's unclear what time the fire happened and if anyone was injured. And the Department of Public Works says landfill manager John Garrett has retired. Garrett retired in June. The DPW says, quote, the DPW would like to continue the same great service, end quote. They say you can reach the Glasgow Regional Landfill at 270-678-4302, or you may call Assistant Superintendent of Public Works Lincoln Bell at 270-834-6115. Bell can also be reached at his email, cogsteng@glasgow-ky.com. It's 7:09, 60 degrees in downtown Glasgow. We'll be right back with more local news.
It's a get-her-done sale right now at Lessenberry Do It Center, where you'll save big money on the biggest needs for jobs around your home. The special of the month at Lessenberry is a 4-pack of paint roller covers. These are 9-inch fabric-covered rollers, 4 for just $3.47. What a deal on wooden-handled garden tools. Choose a round or square point shovel or garden hoe, $5.97 each, and that's 52% off of retail. There's tons of uses for this gallon pump sprayer with a shoulder strap, and it's just $7.97. Take care of your aluminum roof with a nearly 5-gallon pail of mobile home aluminum roof coating, $49.97 while it lasts. You can be a good neighbor to the birds too with wild bird food. A big 20-pound bag is just $4.97. Lots to think about, lots to save on. See the flyer in the mail for more savings during the summer celebration sale at Lessenberry Do It Center, 1010 West Main, Glasgow.
In more news this hour, Kentucky State Police say a domestic dispute left 2 people dead in what may be a murder-suicide. News outlets report 54-year-old Donna J. Holland and 51-year-old Larry W. Holland were both fatally shot Wednesday. Kentucky State Police Trooper Bernice Napier says authorities received a call about a domestic dispute. The incident appeared to be a murder-suicide. Larry Holland was dead at the scene, and Donna Holland was transported to the hospital where she died from her wounds. The couple's daughter, 18-year-old Daisy Holland, also was hospitalized with apparent minor injuries. An autopsy to determine official causes of death was scheduled Thursday. State police also are investigating similar deaths in Bremen. They say John Tracy Markwell appears to have shot his wife, Darcy Markwell, on Friday before turning the gun on himself. Kentucky officials say unemployment rates fell in 55 of the state's counties and rose in 51 others between June 2018 and June 2019. The Kentucky Center for Statistics says rates stayed the same in 14 counties. The state's highest unemployment rate was 12.4% in Magoffin County. Next were Lewis County at 9.3% and Carter County at 9.1%. Elliott and Harlan counties each had an 8.8% rate. Leslie County was at 8.2%. Knott and Lawrence counties were at 8.1% each, and Breathitt, Clay, and Martin counties each had 8% rates. The company behind Jim Beam Bourbon is pouring tens of millions of dollars into a new Kentucky distillery to boost production of craft whiskeys. Beam Suntory executives broke ground Thursday for the production facility at their flagship bourbon distilling operation in Claremont. It's part of a $60 million investment that includes upgrading the visitors' experience at Claremont as bourbon tourism grows. The company seeks to build on the momentum for its super premium craft brands, which have experienced double-digit yearly growth. The bulk of sales are in the U.S. The new craft distillery will be named for Beam Master Distiller Fred Noe, a great-grandson of Jim Beam. The distillery will become the production home for such small batch bourbons as Booker's, Baker's, and Little Book, a whiskey created by Noe's son, Freddie. Murray State University says it's offering 3 new academic programs this fall. The school says in a statement that the new programs are part of its commitment to providing modern courses that incorporate real-world experience so that graduating students are ready for the workforce. The new programs include culture and language studies, human services, and cybersecurity management. The university says students can earn bachelor's degrees in all 3 programs. Human services will be an online offering, and the cybersecurity program will be part of the school's new Center for Computer and Information Technology. And the Kentucky Baptist Convention Mission Board has chosen Todd Gray to lead the organization. Kentucky Today reports Gray was confirmed as Executive Director-Treasurer during a special meeting Thursday in Louisville. Kentucky Today is a publication of the Kentucky Baptist Convention. The 54-year-old Gray is a Kentucky native and grew up in Lyon County. He was pastor at churches in Cadiz and Oak Grove in Kentucky and in Memphis, Indiana. He served the state organization as the West Regional Consultant to 500 churches, and for the last 3 years has been team leader for the evangelism, church planting, and campus ministry team. Gray said he's grateful for the opportunity to serve, although he didn't aspire the post. Gray succeeds Paul Chitwood, who resigned in November to oversee the Southern Baptist Convention's International Mission Board. It's 7:14, 60 degrees in downtown Glasgow. For WCLU News, I'm Brennan Crane.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
A Louisville police officer was shot and wounded while chasing 2 suspects this morning. This is Police Chief Steve Conrad.
The 2 suspects fled on foot. The officer ran after them. At some point, the officer sustained a graze wound, which was apparently caused by a gunshot.
The officer is expected to be okay. Police are still searching for the suspects. New details are being released about the death of a pregnant Whitley County woman. Investigators say Daniel Nance was involved in his then-girlfriend Jerry Johnson's death in March. Johnson was 7 months pregnant when she was dropped off at a hospital after being shot. She delivered her baby, who died several days after Johnson died. A grand jury accuses Nance of killing Johnson to keep her from exposing his efforts to sell meth. A call center will bring hundreds of jobs and millions of dollars to Lexington.
The governor's office announced that Fanuel, a call center company, will create around 450 jobs with a $12.2 million investment. The company plans on filling those jobs over the next 2.5 years. The Kentucky Economic Development Finance Authority preliminarily approved the company for $1.5 million in performance-based tax incentives.
That's Haley Hansen reporting. The company behind the world's top-selling bourbon, Jim Beam, is pouring tens of millions of dollars into a new Kentucky distillery to boost production of craft whiskeys. Beam Suntory executives broke ground this week for the production facility at their flagship bourbon distilling operation in Claremont in Bullitt County. I'm Paul Miles.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Get ready to experience Keeneland like never before. Introducing Railbird, August 10th and 11th in Lexington, Kentucky. See the Raconteurs, Hosier, Tyler Childers, Brandy Carlisle, and over 30 acts on the grounds at Keeneland. Also featuring live off-track betting, curated bourbon, equine culture, and more. Tickets on sale now at railbirdfest.com. Railbird, August 10th and 11th, Lexington, Kentucky. Get in the action at railbirdfest.com.
This weekend, come to our party. We'll have farm fresh food, like Kentucky-grown produce, beef, pork, and more. There'll also be good music, family fun, fine people, and some local pride thrown in for good measure. It's all here at a Kentucky Farmers Market near you. And it's the freshest party in town. For more information, visit kyproud.com.
Weather from the WCLU Weather Center. Brought to you by Key Cleaners on Happy Valley Road in Glasgow.
At Key 1 Hour Cleaners, we've been serving Glasgow for 31 years, and we're here to stay. Yes, back in 1988, the Catron family began Key 1 Hour Cleaners. We're still in the same location on Happy Valley Road, and we're working each day to keep your wardrobe in top shape. We have convenient hours for everyone, and we're open for drop-off and pickup on Saturdays, too. If you need a dry cleaners you can count on Key 1 Hour Cleaners being there. 31 years and growing. Key Cleaners.
We continue under high pressure. I've kind of been saying it for most of the week. Not too bad of a run of weather here for late July. What a weekend coming up, too. Another beautiful morning. The sky's clear. Another beautiful afternoon. Maybe a few clouds, 87. Tonight, 63. We do go up a few degrees. And the weekend, we go up in the daytime highs by a few degrees. Saturday, plenty of sunshine, upper 80s, maybe 90 in spots. Sunday, a few clouds around low 90s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic, a Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
7:18 right now, 60 degrees in downtown Glasgow. Checking back in right here on WCLU Good Morning Live, and checking in once again with Ray Stajic on staff for the Weather Channel with our latest weather update. Now taking a look at our current conditions this morning. We have our barometer reading 30.23 at the moment. Calm winds here in south central Kentucky, 94% humidity, and no precipitation in the past 24 hours in our rain bucket here at WCLU Radio. Now we will return here in just a moment. Here we'll be checking in with Mr. Terry Bennell, and we'll be talking about the Weldon Tennis Tournament going on this weekend, and also, or today, I can't remember. Sorry, 7:19, and we will also be checking up on your Ralphie's Fun Center birthday list here in a moment as well. So if you have any birthdays or anniversaries that need to get on the list, go ahead and call us up 270-651-9149, toll free at 1-800-956-1023.
Bluegrass Cellular is celebrating everything Samsung with our Samsung Buy One Get One event. For 5 days only, buy any Samsung smartphone, like the Galaxy S10 Plus, and get your choice of any second Samsung smartphone free when you add a line. No trade-in is required, but you better hurry. This event ends Monday, July 29th. Restrictions apply. Buy now at bluegrasscellular.com or at your closest store. Bluegrass Cellular, your community, expanded.
Hack Whitty, Marita Whitty Lyle, David Whitty, Becky Lyle, names that have been trusted in this community for quality auto repairs for 46 years. Names you can continue to trust for many years to come. At Whitty's Complete Car Care, they specialize in all your car repair needs, including brakes, tune-ups, and diagnostics. And you won't believe their amazing tire prices. If you're ever in need of towing or unlocking service, Jeff is ready and waiting 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Whitty's Complete Car Care on Rogers Road in Glasgow, 46 years and counting.
7:20 right here on WCLU Good Morning Live, and checking in with us here over the phone, it is Mr. Terry Bennell, and Terry is talking with us this morning about the Weldon Tennis Tournament and some of the great proceedings going on here over the next day or so. I don't know a lot myself, Terry, so I'm ready to be educated. So let's go ahead and talk about it.
All right, Aaron. Well, good morning to you, and appreciate you having me on this morning. Talk again about welding. I've done a great job at helping us get the word out about the Weldon tournament. This starts this afternoon at 4 o'clock. We'll play this afternoon at 4 at Dorn Park. We have a great field of players at this year's Weldon. And then we'll start on Saturday morning at 8:30.
So it is a couple days. I was right there. All right, sounds good.
We'll play this afternoon starting at 4. Tomorrow morning we'll begin at 8:30, play singles, doubles, another round of singles. Later in the day, and then Sunday we start again at 8:30 with the same format. We'll have some doubles, singles, and then doubles. The championship matches will be on Sunday.
All right.
We had a great turnout last night for our block party with USDA Kentucky, and that was great. Had a lot of fun, a lot of good activities, a lot of good exercise, and just a real good time together. But this year's Weldon, we've got a good cross-section of players. We've got some top juniors in the state of Kentucky that are coming. We've got some college players and some that are post-collegiate. So we've got an all-SEC player that's coming. We've got players going to Notre Dame.
Oh, wow.
U of L, players at Georgetown, Furman, Citadel. Where else are we? We're at Washington and Lee over in Virginia. So we're really excited about having just a good variety of talent. Competition will be great.
Yes, a lot of great competition, and once again, always a great tournament. And so yes, very exciting, Terry. And
yeah, it's very exciting. We've had great support this year from the community. We've done
sports to select single.
Local folks, local food, local crafts, and local music. It's every Saturday when your hometown comes together to celebrate all of its bounty. It's Bounty of the Barons Farmers Market, a Kentucky proud event on the square in downtown Glasgow.
Better than ever, because it's the deal with more variety than ever, with 8 different sandwiches to choose from, plus nuggets, fries, and a drink. So choose a double stack, or the crispy chicken sandwich, or a grilled chicken go-wrap, or the junior bacon cheeseburger, or any of these others. Whatever you choose, you still get this much food, all for just $4. So try all 8 and pick your favorite, and taste what makes the new 4 for $4 deliciously different. Only at Wendy's.
Who will be the future face of Pettigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Staff has clocked in on Ralphie's time. If you suffer from symptoms such as lack of fun, feeling bored, if you get frequent urges to act like it's your birthday, or if you're just not smiling enough, you need to go to Ralphie's. That's Ralphie's Fun Center in Glasgow. A great place for any party, event, field trip, or church group. Get your Ralphie on.
That's right, we are getting our Ralphie on, and once again getting on the airways with our Ralphie's Fun Center birthday list right here on WCLU for your Finally Friday. That's up first. Let's see who's celebrating for this Friday. Birthdays and anniversaries coming your way right here, right now. First up, Grant Gardner is celebrating on this Friday, a birthday. Ashley Russell is turning 35 today. We have Hannah Barber on our birthday list, followed by Reagan Bowles. We also have Jackson Norris. Allison Piper's turning 26 today. Teresa Myatt is 66, and that birthday shout-out once again coming from her children here on this Friday. Dahlia Wood is turning 11 today, and we have Savannah Dick celebrating a 21st birthday on this Friday. Anniversaries, we have Patty and Marshall Bailey, and Jerry and Loretta Underwood celebrating their first wedding anniversary for this Friday. Over on the Saturday list, if I can get the paper untangled there we go. Susan L. Gentry is up first on our Saturday birthday list. Bonnie England is celebrating as well. Angela Sherfy, Gail Steenbergen, and we gave Gail her 70 gong back in the 6 o'clock hour. That's right, Gail's turning 70 on Saturday. Linda Bray, we have Sharon Williams. Kinsey Neal is turning 8. We have Levi Questenberry turning 7. Rayleigh Eimer is 3. We have Rex Thompson turning 71. And last but certainly not least is Daxon Mitchell turning 1 on Saturday. Anniversaries, we have Dexter and Donella Bowles, and Alex and Ashley Childers celebrating their 2nd wedding anniversary on Saturday. Congratulations and best wishes to all those on our Saturday birthday list and anniversary list. On Sunday, we have Misty Bragg celebrating a 40th birthday. Scott Browning, our Per Good as Gold honoree for this Friday, celebrating a 50th birthday. We have Sandy Corbin celebrating. Elle Paisley England turning 18. And let's go ahead and get that music reset. There we go. Peggy A. Goforth is up next on our birthday list for Sunday. Terry Houchin is celebrating, followed by Carolyn Jones. We have Larry Marion celebrating a 65th birthday on Sunday. Emma Sampson, Jeremy Taylor, and Grant Underwood is turning 70, and Sue H. Young rounds out the birthday list for Sunday. Anniversaries, we have Lonnie and Ann Taylor, and JT and Ashley Martin. Once again, all those celebrating on Sunday. We have a full list all 3 days so far, but of course we can make them a little bit fuller, so call us up at 270-651-9149 or toll free at 1-800-956-1023 if you have a birthday or anniversary to submit, or you can go online to WCLUradio.com and click on the Submit Here tab to submit a birthday or anniversary or nominate someone for our Good as Gold honoree. Now, let's go ahead and segue to that while we're over here. Let's see our Friday Good as Gold honoree for, this Friday. It is Scott Browning, as we mentioned earlier, celebrating a 50th birthday this Sunday. But Good as Gold today. If you see Scott around, pat him on the back and tell him that he is as good as gold. And that's from his friends here at WCLU, as well as a little taste of Texas. And also, well, since we're here, Brendan, if you're listening, I could use your help shuffling up this hat and pulling out a name real quick. Let's go ahead and see who we can make a winner of a Taste of Texas dinner. That's right, coming up right here, right now on WCLU Good Morning Line Live, 729 at the moment. Once again, Scott Browning's our Friday Good as Gold honoree. We have all five of our Good as Gold honorees here thrown up in the cowboy hat, and we are looking to see who is going to be our winner this afternoon. We're getting a call right now. We probably won't get to the phone, but go ahead and call us back or leave us a message. We'll get your request or whatever it may be on the airwaves here momentarily, but sorry about that. Now let's shake up this hat, Brennan. Let's see who's going to win. Once again, a Taste of Texas dinner. We dropped one. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Can't have that.
I can't have that. That's an unfair advantage. Throw that back in there and shuffle that around even more. There we go. And you ready? Let's see. I'll go ahead and grab one. Looking away. Let's see here. Me. Wednesday, that's right, Niecy Harris, or Niecy Ennis rather, not Harris, Ennis, I'm sorry about that, but our Wednesday honoree, Niecy Ennis, retiring from BRSP, I don't know what that is, I'm sorry, but BRSP with 27 years of service, known as the best baker in town. Wow. Best baker, and that's quite the title. But Wednesday, Niecy Ennis is our Good as Gold honoree from Wednesday, and she is our Taste of Texas dinner winner. That's right, Niecy, you have once again got yourself a Taste of Texas dinner. Congratulations to you for being once again Good as Gold this past Wednesday, and also being getting dinner on Little Taste. That's pretty good. Dinner at Little Taste from Little Taste. So that's pretty good. So congratulations to Niecy Ennis, our Wednesday Good as Gold honoree. Now we are at 7:31 right now, up to 65 degrees here in downtown Glasgow. When we return from break, we'll be getting queued up here in just a moment for some tidbit news. That's right, coming just around the corner. You're listening to Light FM, or not Light FM, but all of WCLU.
Wendy's 4 for $4 is the deal you can count on every day. No catch, no strings attached, just 4 items for $4. Hence the name, 4 for $4. Choose one of 8 great options like the double stack, spicy chicken wrap, or junior bacon cheeseburger. And you get 4 nuggets, fries, and a drink. A full meal for just $4? Only at Wendy's, baby. That's added value multiplied by tons of goodness. Because the 4 for $4 is what you need when you need it. So turn that car around and hit your nearest Wendy's today.
At participating Wendy's for a limited time. Meal includes 4-piece chicken nuggets, small fries, and small drink. Offer not valid in Alaska and Hawaii.
Listen for your chance to win 2 tickets to Holiday World and Splash and Safari in Santa Claus, Indiana. Listen for the roller coaster splashing fun and be the correct caller and give us your best I want to go to Holiday World, and we'll send you there for a day of good, clean summer fun. 1 winner per household per contest.
Mommy, I don't feel good. Those are words a parent never wants to hear, but don't worry. I'm here to help when you do. This is nurse practitioner Brittany Jackson with Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic. Cold and flu season can be scary and intimidating unless you have a plan. Be sure to wash your hands, drink water, eat well, and get plenty of rest. But when that doesn't work, or when your kid picks up the latest bug tearing through their class, Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic is here to help. We offer same-day appointments for sick visits, and we make sure that we are up to date on the latest treatments to guide you through whatever hits you or your family. Many times, quick response can head off the worst of the symptoms, so put Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic on your speed dial and let us get you feeling better faster. 270-629-6722. Remember our new location right across from TJ Sampson Hospital at 1214B North Race Street. Together, we can keep you on the path to good health.
Call my mama. She will make you all better. 270-629-6722.
Checking right back here on WCLU. Good morning, live and to you, my show. I signed off, like I'm usual on Light 102.3, but I'm everywhere this morning. That's right, once again, ladies and gents. We are on the airways of 1490 AM for Light 102.3 FM and 103.1 FM WCLU. Also on the web, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Find us WCLU Radio, and that's where we're on right now to our great Facebook audience every morning. Good morning to you. And also, we have our lovely audience over on EPB Channel 6. Can't forget about them, can we? So good morning to you guys as well. Checking back in right here. Once again, Aaron Russell, and we have got a birthday update for this weekend. We have a Sunday birthday. Mike Hopkins is turning 59, and that birthday request coming from his parents. So happy birthday to Mike on Sunday. Also, I was given clarification to our Wednesday honoree, Niecy Ennis, retiring from the Barren River State Park with 27 years of service. So congratulations on and happy retirement to Niecy. Also, she's getting some Taste of Texas dinner for us. So that's that's one way to bring in retirement pretty easily. 7:34 right now, 65 degrees. We'll be right back here in just a moment. We're getting queued up once again with tidbit news here for your 7 o'clock hour on your Finally Friday. Brennan Crane will join me in just a moment here on WCLU Good Morning Live.
There are a couple things that make any hard job just a little bit easier. First, you need the right equipment, and secondly, you need to know the right people. And at Haywood Sales and Service, they can give you just that. The proper equipment is available through their extensive line of Hustler mowers. Come test drive the Dash with a cash price starting at only $21.99 plus tax. Need something bigger? No problem. The Raptor CDX with its super tough frame and deck can provide a 54-inch cut with a cash price of only $51.99 plus tax. And you always have the right people on your side at Haywood Sales and Service. Your one-stop shop for all things Hustler mowers, it's Haywood Sales and Service. Call Mike today to make that tough job just a little bit easier. Haywood Sales and Service. Give them a call, 270-814-1068.
All right, ladies and gents, we are right back here on WCLU Good Morning Live, 7:35 right now, 65 degrees here in downtown Glasgow. And once again, Aaron Russell checking in with you here on your Friday morning. It's a good start to our Friday. Looks beautiful out there, South Central Kentucky, and looks like we're going to be in for another good day, even though it will be a little hot. You could see some warmer temperatures up in the high 80s here on our Friday. But, well, we'll try to manage it and try to keep cool here on our Friday and get queued up for the weekend. Now, let's see here. If Brendan Crane gives me the cue and is ready, are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
We're ready then. Let's go ahead and do this thing. Let's see here.
From the north, south,
I'll play it with sound. I can hear it.
NEWS, here's the latest news.
Even when he's not here taking jabs at West Royce here. Here on Good Morning Live.
Always.
All right. 7:36 right now. Brennan Crane joins me for Tidbit News. You're leading Tidbit
Actually,
News.
You're joining me, right?
I am. I usually, collect, but you're like, I got this one today. So
I do. Well, I am
I'm
the news
excited.
director. I am the news
You are the news director.
All right. So I have three great stories here today, and I'm going to start with this one. It's from The Takeout, which is just, sort of like a regional publication, not anything national, of course. And they might be national. I'm not familiar with them, though. Anyway, the headline reads, Texas man with nothing to lose steals an ambulance to grab smokes and KFC. All right, so here we go. Sometimes you have places to be and no time to wait around for a cab. In those instances, you can either stand around waiting for the situation to rectify itself, or you can take control of your own destiny. In the case of recently arrested Texas man, a late-night shopping run was not a time for waiting idly by. It was a time for action. They report that 60-year-old Houston man, he was apprehended without incident by local authorities after he stole an ambulance from a nearby hospital in order to complete his nightly rounds. And anyway, he was arrested at a gas station after he, quote, you ready for this? Okay. Took the ambulance and went to KFC to get something to eat before stopping at several other places to get something to drink and smoke. It says he was later charged with unauthorized use of a motor vehicle.
Yeah. Oh, really?
In this publication, again, is it's very contemporary. They have written here in parentheses, the lesson to hospitals, don't leave your keys in the ambulance.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I think that's kind of good. I think that's kind of funny. He reportedly replied, you ready? So they, of course, asked the man everything. This is what he said. He, quote, needed a ride. So while there's no way of confirming,
regrets for this man.
Yeah, no way of confirming he was overwhelmed by a craving for a KFC's Cheeto sandwich.
Yeah, it's true.
Says they're going to make a widely unfounded assumption that no lesser force could compel a man into stealing an ambulance from a hospital.
And then KFC.
Wow.
Well, as they say, finger looking good.
Oh, my goodness. This one had to. And, on the Welcome to Texas signs, it says drive friendly, the Texas way.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
He certainly did.
That's very funny.
All right.
That's that's too good. Just
could you imagine just stealing?
That's how bad you have it. Like, I get impatient in lines, but I would never, you think of the worst, but you don't do it. Like, this man got that impatient. Like, you ever been waiting for an Uber and you're just like, where is it?
Yes. In fact, I waited on an Uber one day that was literally not even half a mile away. It's just a long time. Next, as a headline here, this one's from Time. Of course, familiar with Time. The headline is, Canadian police accidentally live stream a double homicide press conference using a Facebook cat filter. And I wish I had this clip. I didn't have time to get it prepped. But if you do have time to find this, of course, it was a female officer delivering news about a homicide in the area. And on the video, she has the cat ears just perched on her head.
Oh, my God.
It says here, Canada's National Police Force live-streamed a press conference regarding a double homicide on Friday. This would have been last Friday. And added animated cat-like features to the presiding officer.
Oh, that's too good.
And it said that it included whiskers and cat ears. The National Police later clarified on Twitter that the use of the filter was inadvertent.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, and, quote, we are aware and addressing it as it's an automatic setting, the police force said, before posting an updated video without the cat filter. I'm pretty sure you actually have to,
You have to tap it.
Yes.
This girl was just taking pictures with the cat filter moments before going live on Facebook
See, that's
to report a double homicide.
That's the dangerous part about using, we have such good accessibility today that, on behalf of even this radio station, we can go live from our cell phone, and which is great because if I'm in the field and I'm reporting on something, I can do that. But
you have to be careful because they've made it so playful.
Yes.
Those features are so playful.
Yes.
Like we were joking something yesterday. We were talking about how powerful our smartphones are, but we use them to post cat pictures. Yes. I think that's more just crazy than cat pictures. Are just these funny filters that you're like, look, it makes me look like a dog. It makes me look like a cat.
Exactly. Now, believe it or not,
post 85 pictures now about it. So
that's right. Believe it or not, a similar live streaming blunder occurred in northwest Pakistan when a regional prime minister, Shaukat Yousafzai, appeared to apply the same Facebook cat filter to a virtual version of a press conference for local constituents in June. My goodness.
That sounds even funnier. That sounds so much like true serious and Pakistan, and it's just got the little whiskers and the sound effects and everything. That's you should try it out, Brennan. I mean, you did a Facebook Live last night. I did, reporting about the missing child. So,
right.
You throw the cat ears on.
That would not be appropriate.
That's the new news cap, I guess.
Well, they resolved that issue nonetheless.
Yes.
Now, this last story I have today is, of course, we don't want to get political on here or anything. This story is simply to incite you because I know you have an opinion about this whole idea here. Ready?
I am nervous.
So this is from the Huffington Post, which tends to be a liberal news outlet, tends to lean left a little bit. The headline reads, now Trump is selling overpriced straws to thirsty fans just to own the libs. Okay? So again, not political, but the point of the matter is President Donald Trump's campaign is offering an unusual new item for sale, commemorative plastic straws with the president's name on them. Quote, liberal paper straws don't work, claims a tweet promoting the straws. The Team Trump account then asked supporters to stand with President Trump by using his special laser-engraved plastic straws at just $15 for a pack of 10, plus shipping. Typically, 1,000 plastic straws retail for about $10, making the Trump straws 150 times more expensive. So
that's not the art of the deal, man. That's not at all. Who's paying that much money for a straw?
I don't know. And this is, of course, if no one has a background of why this is such a big deal, a growing number of communities are banning or restricting single-use plastic straws due to their environmental harm, and some companies have voluntarily phased them out. Mm-hmm. That move has become a point of grievance in right-wing media. And then it lists the Fox News doing multiple segments rallying against straw bans. So these straws are recyclable, reusable, and BPA free. That's what it is saying. But, the interesting thing here is that, of course, Twitter, we talk about Twitter presence a lot here. Yeah. Twitter has this capability to be a platform for heavy discussion. Mm-hmm. And I'm actually interested for our viewers on our Facebook. What do you think about this? What's your opinion on?
I would love to see.
Do you think we should use reusable straws? Because, I was on the West Coast. I was on the West Coast in April, and literally, if you're giving a cup or you're given a cup, you're not given a top or a straw. You have to ask for it, and if you do get it, it's usually a paper straw, because they're typically those states have become a little bit more environmentally conscious, I guess, than some other states. But nonetheless, I just think it's interesting because you just have it made its way into politics.
It's crazy.
And
It's really crazy.
It is.
Everything's got to get political. That's one the crazy thing.
That's right.
And I don't want to get political about the issue.
I just think
I don't want to get into a climate change debate either about this the topic. But I mean, we can a little bit. But it's interesting to say the least that that's what they're targeting. Like it's like
right.
And that's become, I don't know, climate change is associated, yes, with a political stance, and it shouldn't be. That should just be widely known as things are, our Earth is changing. We got to look at stuff. So,
sure.
I mean, it may not be as bad as some explain. It may be worse than some believe. So
I would say that, it's really interesting just to see what everyone thinks. And yes, it is political from the standpoint of those issues, obviously, that are factored in. But also, I think it's really just a way to say I'm on this side or that side.
Yeah, exactly.
But I will read a few of the tweets in response to this, and of course I have not necessarily looked at these, so if some tend to be more conservative or liberal, it's fair game because these people have just commented. So someone says here, kind of undercuts the message that they're reusable and recyclable. Real Trump supporters use their straws only once. Okay. So, it's just interesting. And then, of course, other people are firing back like, well, these things, I like these straws. They celebrate the president that I like, and so perfect for Kool-Aid. It's just some funny things like that. So there's just some interesting things going on out there.
Yeah, again, I don't want to get into a political debate about this at all. I'm going to miss straws though. If they do become a wide thing back, I just enjoy straws. I enjoy drinking out of a straw, and so I'm going to miss it. If it has to happen, then it has to happen. Even though I personally disagree, I think you can go after a lot of corporations for polluting the earth in much worse ways. So I don't think a straw ban's really the end all be all issue. But if that's what they want, I guess that's what people want. If they feel that they are making an impact by not drinking out of straws anymore, while black smoke billows behind them into the clouds, then okay, all right, sure.
That's right. And I was going to say also, I just think the other interesting part about all of it is that I have no problem with paper straws because my drink is usually gone by the time it gets saturated. Yeah. But a lot of people who take a long time to drink a drink are disappointed because they say paper straws, become saturated and somewhat, and just not able.
Faster.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's just like,
or just take it out and set it to the side.
It's just like people saying their food gets cold. I'm like, it does.
There's a reason it gets cold. It's because everything gets cold once you let it set out.
Well, but my point is, likewise with a drink, I don't sit around on it too long.
Yeah.
With the food, I don't let it get cold.
Yeah.
So
I let my soup out. I let the soup sit for 3 hours and it got cold, and I don't understand why. It's the same reason your paper straw feels warped now.
That's exactly right. Well, that covers Tidbit News today.
Sounds good. That was an interesting ride, to say the least. So we started with a very interesting ride.
We started with a ride.
We started with to
KFC.
We should play free ride after this for that poor man over in. Where is this at again?
This was in Texas.
Of course
in Texas.
I'm surprised not Florida, but either way.
Everything happens in Florida.
I love the Florida stories. It's so good. Let's see. What else do we have?
We had, of course, the KFC and ambulance, and then we went on to the cat ears and whiskers during the police press conference.
Too good. Be careful with those. Again, what was what you were telling me? Our smartphones are 1 million times.
Okay, here it is. Yeah. So yesterday, that I actually just saw something that said,
just a meme or something. Yeah.
Of course, we have just celebrated the 50th anniversary of going to space for the moon.
Going to the moon.
And it said that the computers used then.
So we think.
Right. And this might not be an accurate figure, but it was a hyperbole, obviously. Mm-hmm. Our computers today are 1 million times stronger than those we used to send man to the moon, yet all we can use our phones for today is to post pictures with cat ears or of the like.
Put cat filters on our faces and and start Facebook arguments, I guess.
Every argument.
Yeah, every argument.
Right.
7:48. Brennan Crane with a great round of Tidbit News. That was fun. That was real fun.
It was.
An interesting conversation and a lot of fun. 65 degrees in downtown Glasgow. When we return from break, I think we need to get some music on the airways. You agree with me?
I think so. It's 7:50, and as our custom, I think we will wrap her up.
All right. Sounds pretty good. We'll be right back here on WCLU. Good Morning Live.
You find yourself thinking about the future? Perhaps you are considering downsizing or purchasing your first home. Or maybe your family is growing and you need a bigger home. I'm Gay Parker, mortgage originator with Citizens First Bank. With my 40 years of experience helping homeowners in South Central Kentucky, I can find the best mortgage product for you, regardless of your stage of life. Stop in our Glasgow branch or apply online at citizensfirstbank.com. Citizens First, the best choice for the best mortgage loans.
NMLS number 419873. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All in subject to credit approval.
Good morning, friends. At Matthew 28:20, Jesus tells his disciples that he will be with us always. Sometimes we may not be able to feel his presence because of the storms and the pressures of life. During those times, we must walk by faith in that promise. Do you ever feel lost, wondering which way to turn? You're not alone. God is with you. Do you ever feel accosted and accused? You're not alone. God's Spirit dwells in you to comfort and strengthen you. Do you ever feel confused and frustrated and anxious and fearful? You're not alone. The Word of God is your refuge and your guide through the darkness of doubt and uncertainty. Do you ever feel devastated by loss and overcome with grief? You're not alone. Jesus is close, wrapping his bleeding arms around you and whispering words of love. Remember, he will never leave you. Listen to his words, feel his Spirit, follow his footsteps, let him fold you and hold you, and remember, you're not alone. This has been Danny White for the Refuge Church of Christ at 88 Kentucky, inviting you to come and worship with us this Sunday.
Some people say, a pharmacy is a pharmacy. You go in, you buy the same pills you can buy anywhere. I would tell you different. I know from my own personal experience at Glasgow Prescription Center, the difference really is the people that work there. I was having a hard time sleeping. I couldn't get the right mask for my CPAP machine, and it was really affecting the way I lived. Luckily, I met Bryant at Glasgow Prescription Center, and he pointed out a new mask that was similar to my old mask, but might fit better and might relieve the pressure that I just couldn't stand and couldn't sleep with at night. And I'm happy to say I'm sleeping better, I feel better, and it's all because I met the right person at the right pharmacy. Glasgow Prescription Center is not just any other pharmacy. And I would encourage you that if you're not happy with the service you're getting, or you're looking for the right kind of home medical product, or you just want to see a smiling face when you go to the pharmacy, Glasgow Prescription Center is the best place to go. Located in the Southgate Shopping Center, call 270-651-8889.
Right back here for WCLU Good Morning Live, 7:51 right now, and 65 degrees here in downtown Glasgow. Aaron Russell checking back in with you, ladies and gents. And we are ready to go ahead and say, what's the term? Sayonara. Does that work for our Facebook audience? We will see you guys on the flip side, as they might say. We are heading out of here to play some great tunes, and of course we don't want to get in any trouble, so we'll say goodbye to Facebook, and you guys have a great rest of your Friday. Have a good weekend as well. We'll see you right back here on Monday. Also, tune in, Light 102.3 FM from 3 till 7. Just personal plug there. Now, we are going to go ahead and get some good tunes here on the airwaves, and as we talked about before, we're going to send this one out in tribute to our man over in Texas for heading over, for our man in Texas he took a joyride and an ambulance